Hi colleagues, hi friends. Now today we are doing our second lesson on Chemutengure. So Chemutengure is a very sweet song, and that I already said in the first lesson, and it's one of the most interesting, one of the most participative songs in the Mbira repertoire. But Chemutengure is not counted amongst, and I'm looking for a word, amongst the authentic songs for the Mbira Huru. Now, there are many different types of Mbiras, including the Karimba or Nyunga Nyunga, that's a smaller Mbira. And this specific one is known as the Mbira Huru or Mbira Zawadzimu. And Mbira Zawadzimu is a repertoire of songs, and many of those songs are perhaps all of those songs are four-phrase songs, and the two-phrase songs like Chemutengure, Vumbuparuzeva, Chigwedere, those are not counted as authentic Mbira Zawadzimu songs. And this is important. This is an important clarification. How it happened, I'm not sure. But if you guess, the drums were there before the Mbiras. So if you play drums, you can have 2 or 3 notes, so the drum goes gu gu gu, and then it hits a higher some notes, gu 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 gu. So it goes up and down. When the Mbira came in as a melodic instrument it then allowed, fine distinction between the phrases. So when you look at Nemam Sasa, it has got a first phrase, and then some notes go up, the pitches go up. You get into the second phrase, you get into the third phrase, you get into the fourth phrase. So what are called genuine or authentic Mbira Zawadzimu songs are those songs with 4 phrases, where you use the notes, the 7 notes of the Mbira, to distinguish between the phrases and then play something that is relatively complex. Now, Chemutengure and other 2-phrase songs are not counted that way. Now, if you want to look at it closely, look at, for example, Mbira Restless Dance. This is the book that was published by Cosmas Magaya, and he was recording the songs that they used to play as Muriekwa Rwizi. Muriekwa Rwizi is important because they played traditional songs that they learnt from those who played for Chaminuka. He doesn't have any 2-phrase songs. He doesn't have Chemutengure, he doesn't have Chigwedere, he doesn't have Ndara Mapfeka Manyatera. He doesn't have many of these playful songs. His songs are Bangiza, Taireva, Nemam Sasa, the authentic Mbira Zawadzimu songs. If you go back to what Paul Bellina's research is in the 1970s, early 1970s, that's basically the information. Chemutengure is not amongst the Mbira Zawadzimu repertoire. So I wanted to clarify that, but that's different from saying that it is not an interesting song or that it is not more popular than say some of the more authentic Mbira Zawadzimu songs. Chemutengure is a very sweet and interesting song. Okay, so let's get back to the playing. So we'd gotten to this stage where we derived it from Karigamombe, took the first and last phrases of Karigamombe, then changed, instead of hearing the notes as 2 2 2, we got into 3 3. So these are the 2 phrases again. Phrase 1, phrase 2. And then if we play alternating, so that's the other way. Now, so I did a lesson on styles of play. I think it was lesson number 5 when we were doing Vumbuparuzeva. The other styles of play are derived from mixing, alternating, and simultaneous. So you could start, and then what we want to do is play alternating, start playing alternating. So this is how we're playing. But I want to play just the first part alternating, and then the last note simultaneous, like. So this part is alternating, and then the last note I'm playing together, the left and right. So is what we want to play. If we do this, we've cut out one note. So if we are playing, we have too many notes, and then what I'm trying to do is cut out one note to get to, you know, the proper rhythm of Chemutengure. So and then when you are comfortable, you play it a little faster. So this is Chemutengure proper. We can call this the basic Kushaura part of Chemutengure. And then I'll show 3 or 4 other steps, but these are really spicing it up so that the 1 or 2 small variations, and it doesn't get monotonous with you just playing one part. Now, so the first phrase can be played as, so we haven't changed this first half. The second half, instead of, you can go. So the first phrase becomes, and then the second phrase doesn't change. And then if we go back to where we started, so we now have 2 parts. In other words, you go. So you play this as the basic Kushaura part. And then somewhere along the line, you change now to. So this is it. So this is one part to sweeten it, one part of spicing it up. Now the second part is, instead of starting there, we use L2, so this is L1. So instead of, we just play this one twice. So we were playing. So instead of starting there, I then just start here. So it's just leaving this and then playing L2 twice. And then the third next step is, instead of playing this twice, like you play L6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you go. That becomes the first phrase. is so this is the first part, and then instead of we play, and then second phrase, instead of we play. So these bass notes, yeah, you can throw them one or two like I'm doing, but it will get apparent as we do the Kutsinera part that the Kutsinera part has these bass notes is heavy with the bass notes, and so the person who plays the Kushaura, basically you're supposed to hold the rhythm playing the top notes. So so this is Chemutengure. You have to hear it in your head. And with all the little spicing up and variations, but that's Chemutengure. So this is Chemutengure. So this we can call it a genuine Kushaura part for Chemutengure, and you know it's a basic part, but I've shown you know how to omit L1, how to use L6, and then how to use this L3, and how to throw in one or two basses. So I think this is sufficient material for today's lesson. In the next lesson, we'll continue with the Kushaura. But what I want to play is a very specific part that was used by Thomas Mafumo, and I've been taught by Beza Umakombe. Thomas Mafumo's Mbira player for a very long time. So we'll get into some very specific part, Kushaura parts that was used by Bezel. But for now, we end the lesson here. Thank you.